Hello, I hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to come on here and talk about my sewing plans to join in with Rochelle's Handmade Designs. I think that's her channel. That's a long name and I had to remember. I'll put it on the screen anyway just to make sure I have it exactly right. Randomly came across her video when she shared it a short while ago, and even though I have a bajillion things that I need to be doing, projects I need to be finishing, commitments I already have, and especially with the holidays coming up, I thought, yeah, I'd like to join in and do that. Sounds like a great idea. Just throw it on the pile of things I have to do. I usually do not join in to challenges or collaborations or anything like that, but sometimes I just cannot resist. And this one just really, with the amount of vintage patterns that I've been collecting over the last little while, I just could not resist to have a reason, not that I need a reason, but to have a reason to make something a little fancier for the holidays this year. So I'm thinking that I probably would wear this for Thanksgiving, but it might come out a little too fancy and it might end up being something for like Christmas, maybe even New Year's. But I know I'm gonna wear it because I'm really excited. I hope that I can make it come out really nice and that it'll be wearable. So I'm on a bit of a weight loss journey. I'm on a sewing journey where I'm trying to push myself to do things that previously I've been like afraid to do. So a lot of things are changing right now, but I think everything's changing for the good because it's good to take action. It's good to try new things. It's always good to try new things. And it's also good to get past those fears. Even if when you push yourself to do something or try something new, I think it's really important to push past the fears, and then you can come out the other side and say, okay, that's not for me. That's not really something I want to do again, or that's not really my style, or it didn't work out the way I thought it would. So I'm trying to do that. That's my little, you didn't ask for it, but I thought I'd share my little journey I'm going through. Okay, so far I only have one fabric, but I do have the ideas in my head already and I have the vision, so that's important. But this is the pattern that I am looking to make. So it's Simplicity 7230, sorry, dyslexia. This is from 1975. So the patterns she asked had to be prior to 1980. So anything prior to 1980, you could either use a reproduction pattern that is a reproduction of something from that time period, or you could use a specifically vintage pattern. This is a vintage pattern. I love it. I am looking to make the one with the jacket. It's obviously all the same jumpsuit. And I don't know if you can see, but it has like a, well, it looks like sort of an obi style waist with the tie goes from the back and it comes around the front, and it's kind of a high waist belted midriff section. I can't talk. So I'm going to do that. And the jacket I thought would be really nice too, because I could wear it together as a set, or I could also wear them separately. And the jacket I know for sure I'm going to like. The jumpsuit, I'm hoping that I can make it and it's going to look flattering on me. But I am going to also be doing something that I don't often do, is doing a muslin before, like testing the size, testing everything, because this is a size 12 bust 34. It's barely, I don't even know if it has a chance to fit, but I think that I'm going to give it a shot. I think I can make the necessary adjustments to it to make it so that I don't have much of a booty, but I do have hips and I do have a waist and I do have bust, a very busty. So I'm going to see what I can do. This is the one that I've set my heart on, so I'm determined to make it work. Hopefully I can make it in a fabric that looks festive enough for the holiday season, but is also, I'm hoping that it's going to transition to at least the spring. So that would be nice, that I can get at least, you know, like maybe 3 seasons of wear. Obviously in winter, I would be wearing that indoors primarily, you know. But anyway, I wanted to show you the fabric. This is the fabric that I thrifted recently, and I believe it's a vintage fabric. I'm probably 98% sure it's a vintage fabric. In any event, you also have to use fabrics that look, I'm pretty sure she said this, that look period correct. So in other words, like if I were to actually make this, I would be likely to make it in, I don't know, like a patchy denim or a vintage sheet, or just something that might not be exactly what they would have done back then. So this I know for sure for the jacket, I think that that's going to be really nice. And I am planning on quilting it, even though it has a very textural quality to the fabric. And with the metallic, I still want to have it quilted. So I'm not going to quilt it very small squares. I'm going to quilt it a little larger. And I'm thinking that that is going to be really nice. So now, I don't yet have the fabric for the jumpsuit. And my initial thoughts when I found this fabric in my stash was I wanted to do the jumpsuit in like a very bright hot pink. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to wear that an awful lot. That might be great for like photos and you know, for the impact or wearing once, but I really do want to wear this, you know, at least more than once, several times. So I am thinking that I may do it in a kind of a champagne-y color to pick up this background. I mean, if I see a gold that is exactly like that, I might change my mind, because gold is pretty versatile and I could see gold being dressed up or dressed down. The champagne, it's going to have to match pretty well. I don't think I'm going to get anything green, because I'm not really, I love green, but I'm not really a green wearer per se. I guess I do have a little bit of green in this dress that I thrifted, but I don't know. It might even look nice with a stripe. I have to see. So I'm going to have to look for the fabric. But it is really easy. I mean, look at, there's so few pieces even. I mean, how can I possibly mess this up, right? So the suggested fabrics there: shantung, silk linen, crepe, crepeback satin, surah, which I am not even sure what that is. And I'm really particular about learning the different kinds of fabrics. I don't even know what that is, so I'll have to look it up. Jersey, chambray, challis, sateen, canvas, duck. Oh, wow. I'm thinking that the duck would be used for the jacket. I can't imagine you making that jumpsuit out of canvas or duck. That would be so stiff. Oh my. I'm not sure about that. Double knit. That sounds like what my grandmother would have used. And linen. Jacket also in quilted fabric, quilted satin fabric. Okay, I'm going to be quilting mine anyway. So yeah. The other thing that I wanted to do was to make this, which is like it's a bridal headpiece, but I mean, you can wear it any time. I know back in those days, I know my grandmother had something that was very similar to this, and it was like a baby blue, and all the petals were like a baby blue organza, and it had some faux flowers in it, and she wore it. I remember her wearing it. So I want to make this because my hair is very short, and I figure if I kind of not slick it back, but kind of poof it back and put that, it'll kind of give the illusion that, you know, my hair's been pulled back. So that's something that I want to do also to go with that. So that's my plans. Now I have made this one before, and I'll put a picture in. I did make that, and I learned some things when I made it as far as fabrications to use that I know going forward, if I make this version in something that coordinates with the jumpsuit fabrics, that, yeah, I think it's going to look really nice.
And then with this View C, sorry about the light. No matter where I go, it's always bad light. View C, this is like more of an organza, what did they say on here? Do they even give it? Yeah. Organdy, organza, lace, point de spray, and then with the veiling, you could use veil net or tulle. We're not going to make a veil. So yeah, it's really funny, the pictures of this on the back. It looks like you're making like like a chrysanthemum or something. But anyways, yeah, I thought I would share that. This actually goes together really easily. I did make this and I was very surprised at how simple it was because it's such a high impact looking thing. So I think this is going to be really fun to put together to go with the jumpsuit.
So those are my plans, and I'm hoping that I can get this done because I am really excited to join in. Like I said, I don't usually do challenges or collabs or things like that unless I really am excited to do it. So this one I'm really excited. I still do truthfully have a sewing challenge that I started May of last year, and then it took, oh my gosh, the amount of hand beating on this thing was like, I was doing hours of beating on it and on the headpiece of it, and I finally got it finished, and it was after the deadline. And then probably from the stress of just weeks and weeks of beating and sewing, I did gain some weight, and since then I haven't been able to fit in the dress, but I'm hopeful now on my new journey that I'm going to be able to do that soon. So hopefully that's something that in a little while I can also film, even though it's way past its date. So anyway, that's my challenge picks so far. And I'm going to be looking for the fabric for this jumpsuit to go with this. But in the meantime, I am going to start on my jacket, and I will keep you updated for the progress and let you know how it's going. And other than that, I love you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for letting me share. Take care. Bye-bye.